Alright guys, we are working on a Jeep today, and I got most of this out. I got the radiator drain, fan, that out, the fan out, pulley came off here, I don't know if you can see that, but so in order to do a water pump on this, you gotta adjust the alternator for one side, and then you got to adjust the power steering pump on the other side. And all I did was take these two bolts out here. I took this one out because I thought I had to, but found I didn't have to. So these two here, and then when this pushes down, not up, down. And then this just moves in like that. This one's pretty simple because it's got a slide. And then we got belt 1, belt 2, and then yeah. So looks like I'm gonna take the bottom radiator hose off anyways, and then this here, and then this hose for the heater core over here, which looks like there's stuff, but I think that's because when I popped that off. And then there's like one more down here, way down here, and then probably another one would be my guess. But anyways, well, I'm gonna pop that hose off, and then we'll get all that bolts out, and then we'll be done. And then hopefully when the new one comes, we'll put it back on. Alright, so I got the water pump out, but this hose is like stuck on there. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm just peeling it off. Ugh. I'm probably gonna have to get a new one of these. Holy shit. What the fuck? I think that was on way too long and way too far. It's all rusted. So there's the water pump. Now we gotta go get a new one. Guys, so I got the new water pump and the old water pump. And in order to do this, I just did one. You have to take these studs out for the fan. In order to do that, this is what I did. Take a nut and screw it on. And then you take another nut and you do the same thing. And then you take the bottom nut and you try to loosen it again, which it's not going to loosen, so it's going to pull the stud out, unless it's not tight enough. Yeah. The first one always goes the easiest, doesn't it? What you working on? It's tight. Why are you guys both spinning? What if I turn this one around? Does that work? I literally just did this with the other one and it worked just fine. Now it's like, you liar. Oh, okay. We're gonna try a different one so I can show you. I'll throw this on. Take this one. And we're going to do the same thing, and nice and tight. And then turn the bottom on. There we go. Good. I think I can get it. There we go. There. And then you just unthread it. There we go. It's that simple, guys. I swear. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do the waist grip trick again, maybe. Alright. So there you go, you got it out. I'm gonna go and wheel this, clean it all up, and stick it in the new one. So that's how you get them out. I'll show you how to get them in. So now that you got your end cleaned a little bit, you're going to thread it in the new one. And you're going to turn the top on. Let's get it tight. And then try to no, that's not gonna work. Okay. How did I do this before? I did it like 30 seconds ago and I can't remember how I did it. Man, I put things down and I forget where I put them. Oh, I carried it in the back room with me, didn't I? Alright, so then you should be able to, I struggled with this a little bit, tighten the bottom one a little bit. And get, there you go. So that should be loose. And this one should be loose too. There you go. So that's how you get those in. Man, I struggled a little bit with that. Took me a second. But there you go. That's how you get studs from the old one out and to the new one. So I gotta do it 2 more times, and we'll be ready to put this thing back in. Alright, so come to find out, this water pump with this little hoodookie is for a 4.2 liter, which I was assuming that's what it was. And this one does not have a doohickey thing, and this is for a 4 liter. So, thought it was a 4.2 in here at water pump saying it's a 4 liter, but they are interchangeable, so I still have no idea. But I got some gasket sealer, and we're gonna just put this on. Spin this around here. Try not to get it all over the place. And then we're probably gonna smear it probably on the actual thing itself too. So I can have it nice and glued and tight and all that good stuff, so it doesn't leak. Okay. Good, nice, good. Place it in it. Put a gasket. Gasket, I'm going to put it on here. Just like that. And then I'm going to put sealer on that. So when I go to put it in, the gasket's not all sliding around, and then when I push it in, seal on both sides, so it should be good enough. I don't really remember where I left off. I just had to go back and look. So I got the water pump actually installed and everything back together, and oh, it looks a little dirty. Well, yeah, I stopped recording because I had to get it done because I was planning on going off-roading yesterday, and I did. So that was good. There was a lot to do because this was not ready. The Ranger that I was supposed to take broke, so I couldn't take that. So obviously I took this instead of the Ranger. We'll talk about the Ranger in a minute. But yes, the water pump was for a 4.2 straight 6, not a 4 liter. But the one that was on it was for a 4 liter. But we found out that it is, at least the block is, I don't know about the head and everything, but the block is a 4.2 because there's actually a little thing. I don't know, I wish I had a light. Let me get a light. I don't have a light, So, not a very bright light, but it's a little light. So down in there, I don't know if you guys can read that at all. Down in there, I believe there's a number that I don't know if you guys can see, but there's a number on the engine block that tells you, and it's marked with the year and stuff. So, it says it's an 87, which matches the year of the Jeep. So yes, the block is a 4.2, and there's a bunch of other numbers too that you can tell that it's 4.2. Also, the engine, like the head of it, I don't know. I would assume that it is. I'm not sure, but seems like it has a 4.2 in it. Good engine, 4 liter, still a good engine. Either one that you get, it's gonna be a good engine. So the Jeep actually got the rims off the Ranger and put on here because I did not want to mark up, like obviously you can tell, like from here, that I hit something there and it's all basically chipped all the way around here. So I didn't want to ruin the white rims that were on here because they look nice. So I went with these ones because they're already chipped and stuff, and they seem to be like a pretty good tire. So I used that instead of the white rims that were on this. So I didn't record anything off-road because it was more of it was a club. I'm part of a 4x4 club. So great group of guys, really nice, all that. They have like a summer picnic, and it was nothing too crazy. We just went out to, I believe the park was called Flex Rock, and they actually had an open event, so you can still go there and go there if you want to. But we had a picnic there. It's simple, just like I like to say, it's mud holes and stuff, but really there is mud. There was quite a bit of mud. There's two creek riverbeds that you can go down or up each one of them. One of them was closed and the other one was only up. So we didn't do that one. I thought we were going to do it, but we ended up not doing it. One was closed and the other one was up. And I would have gone on the one that was open that we could go up in, because that was pretty cool. Because I've gone down it, but I don't know how you get to the other side to go up it. So I thought we were going to do that. We ended up not. But anyways, we found a hill climb that this thing almost did. It was, unfortunately, I was gonna do it after like 3 people tried, and so I was gonna try, and I probably would have made it up, but like another group came and budged in front of us, and we watched them go up it with their rigs, and they chewed it up pretty well, because one guy, he took at least 10 attempts. I took like probably 5, but it was up and at an angle, and it was pretty steep. So what happened was, the last time I tried to go up, I almost made it. My back end swung around, and there was a tree that was over here, and my back end swung around and hit this. I don't know how it missed the license plate. I don't know how it missed the bumper, but somehow it knocked this loose. So this is broken. I am gonna have to get a new one of those, because I obviously drive down the road sometimes. And then I heard a really funny noise in the front, and the steering was kind of tough, and I couldn't understand. So I have a loose U-joint down here, universal joint, and I thought that went because I thought it was binding, but it ended up just being. So this is a new belt. This is a new belt. This is still an old belt. So what happened was both of these belts came off, and we changed one of the belts because it wasn't. When we first started up, it squealed and it didn't sound very good. But we changed one of the belts, made it better, seemed to be better and all that. So I don't know why the belts came off, but the belts came off anyways. So fixed that, got back out, left her around probably 4 o'clock ish, and got home about 5:30 or so, or 6. I think it was close to 6 actually. Yeah, I think it was about 6 o'clock. So that's the water pump that I did. Obviously just watch the video from the beginning in reverse so you know how to put it back together. But yeah, that was the only difference between this water pump and the water pump that came off of it before. But you know, it's not gonna make a difference if you buy the wrong one. You're just gonna have to figure out a way to mount the hose too. They both have couplers, but they were different sizes. So I couldn't find a coupler, but the thing that was attached to the end, my hose was actually long enough to attach to, but it's a little kinked, but I'm not too worried about it. So I'm probably gonna get another hose. I'm probably gonna take this one off and get another one because this one's probably gonna collapse soon. That's what I'm thinking. It may never, but you never know. But yeah, so before we cut this video out, I want to go outside, and I don't know if you saw it in the background, but we're going to talk about the Ranger real quick, and then I'll close the video for a reason. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like the white rims on the Ranger, or do you like them on the Jeep? I kind of like the white rims on both, but I think the Jeep fits it a little bit better. This is actually kind of cool because of the silver and the white, so that's kind of cool. But this is why I could not take it off road. So I woke up in the morning to go to work, and I couldn't push the clutch in, and I couldn't figure out why. So crawl under here. See this hose right here? Yeah, it's not attached. So I pushed it in, and I pushed on the clutch, and it worked. I'm like, okay. Then I pushed on it again because you always gotta do things twice. You can't just do it once and say it's fixed. And it popped this back out. Boop, just like that. Boop. Fluid came out. Pushed it back in, pushed the clutch in, popped back out. So obviously this is not the setup that you want because of this clip. So the clip up here is rusty and worn out. So I think I'm going to try to find a clip, push this back in, get the new clip, put the new clip in, and then hopefully it stays, which I'm probably going to have to bleed it out, bleed it again, bleed the slave cylinder because this is to the slave cylinder, bleed the slave cylinder because there's no fluid in it now, and there wasn't really any pedal once. I got it far enough where it would stay, and I did a few, like probably 5 pumps, but it really wasn't like, there wasn't any fluid. It was very soft pedal. So we're gonna try that. We're probably gonna have to bleed it. We took this cap off because my buddy came over and he thought that something inside here got stuck, like the bearing or something. But when I got this plugged in, I could step on the clutch, I could start it. So we started it, and it seemed like there was nothing really stuck here. So So either it's this clip that's not holding correctly, or it's the actual slave cylinder itself that's not working. So I would say the slave cylinder is not working because this keeps popping out once you add pressure to it, because obviously I don't think there's anything in here that's like, I think it's blocking. So because obviously when you add pressure, the pressure's got to go somewhere, and whenever the pressure is supposed to push, it's not pushing, it's just blowing it back out. So obviously in order to do the slave cylinder, because it's got this nice little hole that you can stick in, I think that the slave cylinder is bad, but you have to drive this whole transmission out. So that means you have to unbolt the exhaust when it goes under there. You gotta unbolt it from here, which leaks anyways, and then you gotta drop the entire transmission out just to replace the slave cylinder, because, you know, Ford thought that was a great idea, and obviously it's not. So yeah, so I haven't been able to drive the Ranger. I do have a new slave cylinder, which is like upgraded to, would be an upgrade from the old one. And I'll show you why that's an upgrade compared to the old one. So this one, oh, I dropped it. I dropped my little condom thing. So this one actually has grooves in it, so it can't pop out. You guys can see that in there. So this is like an updated one, because you don't have a clip that holds it, and obviously this one's going to be better, and it's going to hold, and it's not going to rust and wear out and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to put this back on. So I was told that this is a better one, so I got it. Obviously I didn't know what I was behind because I bought it over the phone, but yeah, this is the slave cylinder that I had to replace. It comes with a bleeder valve, which I don't see the bleeder valve on the other one, so I don't know where that is. But anyways, yeah. So put that back in, and then yeah. So haven't decided if I'm gonna do it or not. I think I might, but I kind of wish I had a lift in the barn, because it would make it a whole lot easier. My buddy does have a transmission stand that I can obviously hold it up on, and give or take, I estimated about 8 hours. My buddy said it's going to take 8 hours, but obviously you never know, because I might have to change the clutch or something. I don't really know, but yeah, so we estimated 8 hours to change that. So the Ranger is immovable now because I can't go anywhere. So yeah, but tell me if you guys like the white rims versus the black rims, and I'll see you in the next video whenever we're doing something. So I'll see you in the next one.